Welcome to Unchained here on Pahrump News. I'm your host, Deanna O'Donnell. Well, we have some special guests on our show tonight, and that is PDOP, Pahrump Disability Outreach Program's David Berukowitz and Stacy Lee. We're going to have them on the show when we return.
Sponsored by Want to Tree, handyman, yard cleanup, yard maintenance, and so much more. Give them a call at 775-253-8066. We will leave you with a smile.
Here is my guest, and it is Pahrump Disability Outreach Program's David Berukowitz and Stacy Lee. How are you doing?
We're good.
Great. Good to have you guys here.
Good to be here.
So tell me what's going on with Pahrump Disability Outreach, or PDOP.
Well, we have a lot going on. Specifically, the night to shine is upon us right now, and Stacy's our resident expert on that. She's been dealing with that for years now, and she makes it a great success, so we'll let her tell you all about it.
So yes, I've been doing this for, I'd say, close to 10 years. Me and my son started off by ourselves, and then I introduced it to PDOP. And so I go around the community and I raise money for our transportation. And last year we raised quite a bit of money and we ended up renting them a party bus. And we're doing the same thing this year.
Yeah, that party bus was pretty cool last year.
Neat.
So tell everybody what Tim Tebow's Night to Shine, I
So,
think I have
yes.
the correct name?
Tim Tebow's Night to Shine Prom's been going on since 2015. He started off with 40 events across the United States. Now it's over 800 globally that he puts on, and it's on the same day in every country, at the same time. They always do it the Friday before Valentine's.
And what is the event?
The event is a prom for our disabled kids here in town, and gives them a chance to be kings and queens for the day and be honored.
And that's really, that falls perfectly under the umbrella of Pahrump Disability Outreach, which is children and adults, right, disabled. Tell everybody what your mission is.
Yeah, so you're right. I mean, it really is a perfect match, which is why we love his organization so much. We feel like we try to do this all year long and make them feel like kings and queens in their day-to-day life. And really, like Stacy said, the opportunity is just to have this really cool prom-like event. And so for us, we provide regular support to them. So we do weekly skills training for them where they learn social skills to go out into the community and to be functional. We also obviously advocate for them in the school environments and help them navigate the education setting. We provide monthly social events for them and their families. Again, an opportunity where they get to socialize with people that understand and can kind of help their parents to support them in these events. And it's going great. This is our 17th year, which is hard to believe.
I know, right?
And we are going strong. We have more members than ever. We recently have expanded our skills club with a partnership through the Voices for All Abilities VFAB, the new nonprofit here in town. And so we're going down to the age of 7. So we'll have social skills from 7 and up, which is a great
It's
addition.
so important, social skills, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's a huge thing. And I know that at your PDOP Pumpkin Days event, everybody who is with PDOP works that event and learns how to deal with the public, how to make food, how to take money, how to do all of the setup and breakdown of that event. And it's such a huge event for them.
It is, and I think, like I said last year, that was probably the first time that really every position was staffed by a special needs adult or a child, and we find something for them, whatever their abilities are, we find that for them. And when you see them function in that environment, in that fundraising setting, and they are doing it themselves, like that is what the dream was 17 years ago when we started it.
What's some of the things that you teach in those in the life skills classes? Because I know that people who aren't disabled could use some life skills classes.
For sure. And I mean, the reality is that what we're teaching them is what everybody needs to know: money, time, dates, shopping, recipes. They'll get a certain amount of money, so they learn to budget. They'll get a recipe, and then they'll get a shopping circular from one of the grocery stores, and their job is to figure out what they can buy within their budget to make that meal. And then over the years, like, we have a dating, sexual education type class for them. We have hygiene, and really those courses come out of the needs of who's attending. Often you find, a new need. You're like, I'd never even really thought about this, and so we adjust as we go. But it's everything you can think of. And now that we've gone to the younger kids, like we're going to be dealing with manners and dealing with those social settings where a lot of these older individuals have kind of overcome that hurdle, and now we're fine-tuning that.
And
going into society.
You get them in some key age groups, right, with the younger kids as well.
Yeah, you're getting them when they're really should be learning these things. And the truth is, we always say that the school has a job, parents have a job, and often those two don't ever bridge. And so we kind of hope that our skills club is that bridge to take those extra supports that you get at school and kind of give that extra support in the social setting instead of in the educational environment.
Do you also help with advocacy?
We do. We are advocating for, I think we're up to 200 kids this year. We do literally thousands of IEPs and 504 meetings throughout the year.
Yeah.
And the truth is, like, our goal, and we are seeing this goal reached, is to not only advocate for the parents and children, but to help them advocate for themselves. Because obviously it's great to have somebody come in and advocate for you, but we want to teach you what you need to know to be able to help yourself get through it as well.
Because one of the, I think I talked to a parent recently on Facebook about this, which was the fear of going to those IEP meetings and not knowing how to navigate them, not knowing what you're doing. And you seem well versed in the school district and have been involved in it, but just going there and trying to figure out what you're supposed to be asking for questions, what you are expecting with that IEP. I mean, it's a difficult situation, and learning how to do it yourself and learning from people who've done it before.
Yeah, and I mean, Stacy obviously can talk about it from the mom's perspective, but I think over the years you see that people, when you first meet them, they're so scared of that meeting. They are uncomfortable, they don't understand it, and within a few years, it's not so scary because they've had somebody walk them through it. And it's, the school, I would say that's not the school's job to teach a parent how to advocate. Yeah. And the reality is, obviously, one day in a perfect world, we won't need advocates because we'll all just be doing the same thing. But the truth is, parents advocate for their kids in every other aspect of their life. The difference is you're walking into someone else's world and you're trying to figure out what is required, what isn't required. If the school makes a mistake, you have to know that that was a mistake. And so a big part of it is teaching. And I don't know, Stacy, maybe you can kind of share from the mom's perspective how that felt.
Until I met David, I was scared of going into IEPs. And then I think we reached out in junior high or it was high school. And then David started being my advocate, and it opened a lot of doors for me, understanding it better, because I was afraid going in and not knowing the questions to ask for my son for what he needed at the time when he was in school.
Yeah.
So it's
and getting kind of maybe even overly emotional at these things because you're not quite sure what's going on, and you don't want to do that because there's certain guidelines and rules that the school has to follow. Maybe, and some parents, parents can get upset about their kids. I'm just saying.
and truthfully, like if you talk to some of the administrators at the schools, my role as an advocate sometimes is the other way, where the school is saying something and the parent is hearing it in a way that's not what the school is trying to convey. And I'll say, can I have a minute? And we step out in the hall and I explain what they're saying and why they're saying it, what it actually means and what their options are. And we go back in and we're able to get the meeting back on track, where when you're emotional and it's your kid, like we all care about our kids and we want them to be successful. So when you hear somebody saying, no, they can't do that or whatever, like you get emotional. You're like, that's my kid, they can do this. And so walking through that process and slowing it down, and truthfully, like the district has become a lot better with the change of some of that staff at the higher level, where we are now seeing where the school does try to advocate for the parent, where they're like, hey, you seem lost, like let's stop, let's go back to here. And I always say educators don't become educators to become rich, because that doesn't happen. Yeah. So they care, our educators care. They're definitely trying to educate children. And I think that the role of parents and as advocates is simply to make sure that we're all on the same page. And a lot of times it's not it's wrong or right. It's we don't understand each other. We're not communicating properly.
I remember talking to some of the members of PDOP, all excited about kind of having their date nights and getting all dressed up. Tell everybody about that.
So when they get on the bus, they get a party in class and style going down there. So when they get off the bus, they go in, they walk a red carpet, they get to ride in a limousine on the property, and then they get to go in and experience having a dance. They get a buddy that they assign to them, and they're with that buddy throughout the whole time. And the parents like me that go, we get to go up to a respite room and get a break for a couple hours, where we get a massage, we get food. But this year I will be down inside the room with the individuals, because last year I wasn't able to go in there because they do a background check on us. So I'm cleared to go, and I'll be able to take pictures and share those with all the families and with any other people. Yes, and you too. Yes, I will send pictures to you of our individuals. So, but that's what they do there when they're at the Tim Tebow.
They just have just
They
the
do.
best time.
And at the very end, Tim Tebow comes on a big screen and he says how proud that he is of them, and he crowns every boy and girl they're a king and a queen.
Oh, wow.
At the very end.
Fun. So you have a bunch of sponsors who've helped out with this, and we're going to mention them because they're so important, because they help pay for the party bus,
Yeah, we couldn't do it without them. I mean, that's the reality. We don't have the kind of resources. That party bus is very expensive. It's a full-size bus with music and lights, and the reality is without the sponsors, they would just be driving in private cars, which we've done for years.
Yes.
Last year, Avina and Sons Electric came forward and took care of a majority of the cost of that bus for us. And they've come in again this year. We also have approximately 15 sponsors right now. There's a bunch still coming in, so we'll get you a list of all of those people. But the reality is, without them, we wouldn't be able to do it. So we appreciate, obviously, all of the support.
100%.
Stacy has been great. She goes out and talks to every single person and has been able to get the sponsors to cover not only the cost of the bus, but snacks and drinks to make that trip in extra special. And then we do also do we call it a secondary one, but we do one here in Pahrump that is not Night to Shine, or is not, Night to Shine. It's not Night for Shine. We call it Night for the Stars. And there's a lot of people that are not comfortable with their kid going to Vegas for 5 hours. And so we do a much smaller scale version of that here later in the year, where we try to give the Pahrump families that don't feel comfortable going to Vegas the opportunity to still come and feel special. And we do some dancing and stuff there. So.
And then where are they going in Vegas?
It's a church called Mosaic Church in Henderson.
Let everybody know about PDOP and when the meetings are, how they can get involved, and if they want to sponsor, and other events that you're having.
Yeah. So we have a meeting quarterly, and if you go to our website at www.pdop.info, the meeting dates are on there. And then we have all sorts of events coming up. We are coming into the balloon or the air rally over the valley, the Balloon Fest this weekend. Actually, we'll be there all weekend. And then we go into the chili cook-off that we'll be participating in. And then we go into our Holiday Task Force Easter event at Petrick Park. And then we have the summer off while we do some relaxing. And then obviously we kick into full scale to the Fall Fest and then to Pumpkin Days, which keeps us busy. So
many events.
We can always use volunteers. We can always use donations. You can go to our website, www.pdop.info, or you can call us at 702-516-0847. And if anyone needs any assistance, advocacy, need a place to go, if you have a special needs family member, let us know, and you can become part of the family of hundreds of people now that are enjoying one another's company.
Thanks so much for coming by, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, David and Stacy, for coming by. And if you want to find out about PDOP, you can find them on the web at pdop.info. We're going to go to your Save a Pet right now from the Nye County Animal Shelter.
Sponsored by Want to Tree, handyman, yard cleanup, yard maintenance, and so much more. Give them a call at 775-253-8066. We will leave you with a smile.
Hi, my name is Christy Sigmund, and I'm here at the Nye County Animal Shelter with Bodie. So Bodie came to us because unfortunately his owner passed away and the family could not take care of him. He is a little nervous here in the shelter, and he is a potato that just wants a couch to lay on. He is about 4 years old and a very sweet boy. He is housebroken and we know he's good with cats and he's good with dogs as well. So if your home might be a good fit for Bodie, please come and visit us at 1580 East Seary Lane. Visit us on 24petconnect.com or give us a call at 775-751-7020.
Much, Christy, for introducing us to that cute dog. And if you want to find out more, of course, you can call the Nye County Animal Shelter at 775-751-7020. You can also look them up on Facebook, and you can also stop on by to their location there on Siri Lane. If you've lost a pet or found a pet, go to 24petconnect.com. That's going to wrap up this edition of Pahrump News Unchained. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Good night.